When we think of casinos, our minds go to Las Vegas, but Venice is the world's first public casino. Is she the first woman in the world to earn a university degree? She was born in Venice. Venice, also known as the City of Canals, can be considered one of the most picturesque cities in Italy and one of the most visited in Europe, receiving around 25 million tourists every year. With its canals, gondolas and charming buildings, Venice has long attracted travelers and has become a beautiful place full of history and secrets. 1. Masks. In 1608, the Council of Ten approved the use of masks only during the carnival. Those who broke the law were severely punished. Punishments ranged from 2 years in prison to public beating and tying to the pillar of shame. 2. The first woman in the world to receive a university degree. Elena Piscopia was born in Venice in 1646, was a Venetian philosopher of noble origin, and the first woman to receive a university degree. 3. The first casino for the public in the world. The Casino di Venezia or Casino of Venice is considered the oldest casino in the world. It opened in 1638 and the casino building is also the final resting place for the German composer Richard Wagner. The current casino building dates back to 1950. 4. Venice has one of the narrowest streets in the world. The narrowest street in the city, Calle Varisco, is only 53 centimeters wide. 5. Numbering of houses. The houses in Venice are numbered according to the neighborhoods. The rule is to look for a monument, shop or landmark in the vicinity. As the houses are given the number according to the meters that separate them from an important building. 6. There is an island that is a cemetery. São Miguel is an island in Venice that became the cemetery in 1807. When, during the French occupation, it was decided to prohibit burials on the main islands. The bodies are transported in funerary gondolas. 7 horses from St. Mark's Basilica are not Venetians. Although the horses of St. Mark have been associated with Venice. Having been on top of the Basilica of St. Mark for hundreds of years, they are not original to Venice. The city acquired them in 1254, when they took them from Constantinople. Its history goes back even to Constantinople. Theories suggest that they date back to the 4th century BC and may originate in Egypt or Rome. 8. The Rialto market is almost 1,000 years old. The Rialto market, located just a few steps from the famous Rialto Bridge, was founded in 1097 and has been an important part of the cultural landscape of Venice. During the Republic of Venice, the Rialto market was one of the largest and most powerful in the world. 9. The origin of the word ciao. The best-known Italian greeting, ciao, originates in Venice. In particular, it comes from a typical Venetian greeting, schiavo vostro, which translates to, your slave. At a certain point, it became schiavo, until it simply reached tu ciao, a well-known word today. 10. Being a gondolier requires a professional license. A professional license is required to become a gondolier. The profession was passed down from father to son for centuries. Currently, there is a gondolier cure. However, only about 3 or 4 new licenses are granted each year. The course involves 400 hours of training to learn the necessary skills and an internship with a gondolier. Candidates must also study and take an exam on the history and landmarks of Venice. 11. Republic of Venice. The city used to be a powerful state in Europe. It existed since the end of the 7th century after Christ until 1797 and comprised territories as far as Istria, Dalmatia, Greece, Cyprus and Turkey. 12. Venezuela comes from Venice. Venezuela means Little Venice too in Spanish. 13 Bell Tower of San Marcos. The bell tower of São Marcos, or bell tower, was built in the 7th century and collapsed in 1902. The tower was rebuilt to be exactly the same as the previous one. It is 98.6 meters high, being the 5th tallest belfry in Italy. 14 The city is formed by 118 mini-islands. These islands are connected by hundreds of bridges and are located in the shallow waters of the lagoon of Venice. 15 bridges and more bridges. Venice is known for its bridges. There are 417 bridges in Venice and 72 of them are private. 1600s of gondolas. There are about 350 gondolas and 400 gondoliers in Venice. On average, the gondolas are 11 meters long and weigh about 600 kilos. 17 Great Channel. There are hundreds of canals in Venice. The Grand S-shaped canal is the largest and divides the city in two. 18 Only 4 bridges cross the Grand Canal. They are the wooden bridge dell'Accademia, the bridge degli Scalzi, the modern Ponte della Costituzione that opened in 2008 and, of course, the oldest, grandest and most famous of all, the Rialto Bridge, built at the end of the 16th century. 19 Decrease in population. The population of Venice has decreased from 120,000 to 60,000 in the past 50 years. Some experts believe that Venice may be a ghost town in 2030, with only tourists. 20 To sink. Every year Venice is sinking at a rate of 1 to 2 millimeters per year.